Hey y'all, as you're coming in, hit that like button for me. I know I didn't really tell anybody I was going live again, but I just felt like coloring, so. And I'm super excited about my new book. Hey girl, as you're coming in, just go ahead and hit that like button for me. And if you are catching the replay, then make sure you hit the like button as well. Thank you so much. So y'all, I'm super excited about my new coloring book, Breathe Girl. It's a self-care coloring book. So today I'm going to be coloring inside of that book. And I'm going to be talking about how to start publishing coloring books on Amazon KDP in 2025. So let's do a little quick flip through. So wait, let me make sure y'all in the frame first. Can you see? Okay. So as you can see, the pages are on opposite sides of each other. This is kind of similar to my Mommy and Me coloring book, if you guys have that, where the mom and daughter can color together. So the premise behind this book was for best friends or sisters, because I wanted to promote sisterhood. It's just a beautiful thing. So I was like, you know what? It's Women's History Month. We're going to rock with besties and sisterhood. So this side is for you to color. And then if you have a friend or sister that wants to color on the other side, then they can color on that other side. And of course, you can also color by yourself. Hey, y'all, if you're just coming in, go ahead and hit that like button for me. And drop a money bag if y'all trying to get to the money on Amazon KDP. But yeah, so this is my new coloring book, Breathe Girl. That's the front and the back. And if you already have a copy, then you could go ahead and pull your copy out now and go ahead and color with me. Or you can go ahead and grab you a copy at Entrepreneurs Color 2. Or you can go to my Amazon store at amazon.com/entrepreneurscolor2. So, hold on, I got to get my puppy down, spoiled self. How y'all doing today, though? Okay, you got to sit down now. Booby, do you have... Of course, she wants to be in the frame. Booby, can you go over there? So let's see what page I want to color today. Let's turn this on. Let's see. All right, Scotland in the building. I love it. So it has inspirational quotes. You don't have to have it all figured out. Just take it one breath, one prayer, and one step at a time. You got this, sis. And then this is just a few of the photos. I like this one. Eating some pizza and some water. Drinking some water and soda. I like that one too. I do not use Amazon's free ISBN number for these books. Under my Entrepreneur's Color 2 brand, I purchase all of my ISBN numbers. When I publish books under pen names, I don't purchase all of those ISBN numbers. I just do most of those books for free. But because this is part of my brand, I pay for my ISBN numbers through Bowker. I think I'm going to do this one. Tacos. Oh, and if you're just joining, go ahead and hit that like button for me. Today I'm going to be coloring in my new book, Breathe Girl, and I'm going to be talking about how to start publishing coloring books on Amazon KDP in 2025 as well. What are you guys doing today? I was hungry earlier, so I was gonna come live earlier, but I was like, I'm about to run out and get me something to eat. So I have a little bit of energy while I'm on here so I can talk to y'all, because I was just gonna come on here and color the whole time. Because coloring is so relaxing that sometimes you don't want to talk while you're coloring. But I'm gonna chat a little bit with you. Y'all know when you publish a new coloring book, if you've ever published a book before, you know that every time you publish a new one, it feels like your first book, because you're always excited and feeling good about the book, right? So that's how I'm feeling about this one. So I was like, I'm going to take a day of relaxation. And I'm going to color, might go get me a massage, might go get me a pedicure. Who knows? Yeah, it's definitely relaxing. For real. is the picture that I'm coloring in the frame, because last time it was sideways when I got ready to post it, but when I was looking at it from my camera view, it wasn't sideways. So is it in the frame? All right, so let's go ahead and start talking about how to start publishing a coloring book on Amazon KDP in 2025. So if you have never started, I'm gonna give you some beginner tips to get you going, so you'll kind of know what tools I use and what you need to do to take the first steps. So step one is going to be to choose your niche. So your niche is going to be the topic of your book. So think about who your audience is going to be. Are you going to be doing adult coloring books, so geared toward adults? Are you going to be doing coloring books geared towards maybe teenagers, or maybe even kids? So think about the group that your book is going to be for. And I always recommend researching the competition on Amazon to see what's selling and where you can bring something new and unique into your book. So if you go to Amazon and you start looking under the books tab, when you're looking under the books tab, if you type in coloring books, then you'll start seeing a list of like some of the top coloring books that are selling right now. So that can kind of give you some ideas of the types of books that you may want to start selling. What is my let's do And I know someone had mentioned something about ISBN numbers earlier. So for your ISBN number, one of the reasons that I say that I use my own ISBN number when it comes to my branding is because when you use a free ISBN number, because you can publish your book for absolutely free on Amazon KDP, when you use a free ISBN number, your book is that ISBN number is strictly for that specific company. So if you use the free ISBN number on Amazon, then your book is strictly for Amazon. If you use the free ISBN number on, for example, if you publish wide on Ingram Spark, like in the video that I did last week, so you can check that out if you had questions about publishing outside of Amazon KDP. But if you publish somewhere like Ingram Spark and you use their free ISBN number, then your book, that book is going to be on their platform using that number as well, because your ISBN number is basically like your social security number of your book. So it's always good if you know you're going to be building a brand to get your own ISBN number, for the simple fact of being able to use that same number on multiple platforms as long as you're publishing that same type or format of that book. So, for example, this is a paperback book. So, if I publish this book on Amazon KDP and I purchase my own ISBN number, then I can take that same ISBN number and publish this same book on Ingram Spark as well. So that's one of the advantages of having your own ISBN number, because you have more control on where you can publish your book. So if you're wanting to get your book in bookstores, online bookstores, then you'll want to consider purchasing your own ISBN number. And if you know you're going to be publishing more than one book, it's also wise to go ahead and purchase a bundle of ISBNs, because you save yourself money in the long run when you do it that way. Because I think one ISBN number is like $195. I don't know, but I just know that it's cheaper when you buy the bundle. Let me look right quick. Let me see how much it is. So when you get your ISBN number, you're going to get it from Bowker, and that is myidentifiers.com. That's the website. And so for the, let me find it. So when you get on that website, you click on the drop down where it says buy ISBN number, and then when you scroll down, you'll see an option where you can get 10 ISBN numbers for $295, and then one ISBN number is $125. So like I said, it's just cheaper to buy in bulk if you know that you're going to be publishing more than one book, which I do highly suggest. Y'all, these tacos making me hungry. All right, so like I said, step one was you choose your niche. You could go to Amazon.com, go to the search bar, and just start looking at books that may inspire you to get some ideas going. And step two is going to be creating or sourcing your coloring pages. So for this part, you can either design your own coloring pages using AI. Y'all know I always talk about we have the power of AI right now. So you can use AI through Canva, because Canva has an AI tool. And I have a video how to create a kids coloring book using Canva AI. So you can just go to Canva. It's a free tool. And they do allow you to use, like, I think it's maybe like up to 50 images with the free version of Canva. And so you can play around with creating your own images that way. One of my favorite tools to use is Midjourney to create my coloring sheets. And so you would just go to Midjourney and you can just start typing in the prompts that you want. So anything that describes the type of coloring page you're looking to create. So one of the things that I always recommend when creating coloring pages when you're using sites like Midjourney and Canva. Oh, and you can also use um ChatGPT to create your images as well. That's another fan favorite. I like it as well. I use ChatGPT for everything, even not creating images. Like I just be on ChatGPT asking random questions. But you just want to make sure when you're creating your coloring images that you put in your prompt things like black and white lines, thick bold lines, illustration, things like that, just so that it doesn't give you a coloring image, but it gives you actual images to color. Because sometimes, if you're not careful, it'll actually give you images that are already colored, and you'll have to go back in and reprompt it for something else. So that's just a few tips that you can use when you are using those tools. And then if you're creating, like, let's say you want to do black and brown girls, so you want to do African American images, then you'll want to put things like that in your prompt so that the tool will know what type of images to create for you. You can also include hairstyles, like, for example, if you know you want an African American girl with afro, you want to include things like that in your prompt. Something else I love is that you can find images that you like and you can upload those images as well and ask ChatGPT or Midjourney to create you a similar style image. Y'all, it's hard talking and coloring because I be trying to concentrate. I be trying to concentrate. But we gonna get it done though. Last time I was so busy coloring, I didn't realize I was on here for like an hour. I was like, oh my god, this is the longest video. So we're gonna definitely keep it under an hour this time. Let's see, what color should I do here? Y'all coloring with me? I done colored the white part of her eye, Lord. Oh, you're welcome. I'm sorry, y'all. I I was down there coloring so much that I didn't look at the comments because I had to actually stand up to look at the comments. So if you're looking at these images and you're asking how did I get rid of the black in these images, I actually don't use AI when I'm creating these images. I use AI to inspire some of the images, but I hire an illustrator to draw my images. So that's why you don't see any black in the hair, because when you're dealing with AI, you have to know that a lot of those images are going to be that way. So if you do not like that, then you can try prompting it to say things like no gray, no shading, and stuff like that. But if you see that you're still getting that in your images and you don't like it, then my suggestion would be to hire an illustrator, or you can go somewhere like Fiverr and hire a freelance designer. And I have a full tutorial on how to hire a freelance designer using Fiverr, some of the things you should look out for, and some of the questions you should ask and things like that. It's on my channel. You can just search for Fiverr and it should come up, or I'll link it in the description as well. But definitely, if you like this style of images, then you'll want to hire an illustrator. Um, Sometimes Fiverr illustrations don't have as many diverse designs as you may like, so you can always go and find an illustrator by going to Instagram and just doing a search for like African American coloring books or whatever style coloring book you're looking for, and then see if any illustrators come up that way. You can type in a search for black illustrators. You can also go to Amazon and look for the type of coloring book you want to create, and then click on that book to see if the illustrator is listed, and then just reach out to them via social media or their email address if you see any of that attached to the bio information. So that's just a few ways that you can try to find an illustrator. But yeah, for these images, this is hired. This isn't something created using AI. And of course, if you hire an illustrator, you're going to be putting in an investment up front, because most illustrators are going to pay for their time, especially if they are good at what they do. You have to know they're going to charge you for their time. So Fiverr is a just a cheaper resource, but depending on what type of quality you want, you can experiment with both and just ask them for a sample image, and then you can kind of see if that is a style that you would like for your type of artwork. Thank you so much. Hey. I feel like we need some salsa, some cheese, or something else on these tacos. Some guacamole. Let's see. Lettuce. Let's see what we're gonna do for some cheese. There we go. That looks nice and festive. Y'all, I think the sunlight is making it have a shadow. Sorry. All right, so where did we stop at? I said, step one, choose your niche when you are trying to start publishing a coloring book on Amazon in 2025. Step two is create or source your coloring pages. And I said that you can either design your own coloring pages using AI, Canva AI, Midjourney, ChatGPT, or you can hire an illustrator if you want to do something unique, which I highly recommend. And so step three to start publishing a coloring book on Amazon KDP in 2025 is going to be to format and upload to Amazon KDP. So once you have your images, you've already downloaded them, and now you're ready to put your book together, you can use tools like Canva to put the book together. And that'll help you format the book, right? So I usually start with like page one, I do my um, I do my copyright page. Then on the next page, I do my this book belongs to page. And then in this particular book, I did a getting started page, and then I did a blank page so that my coloring pages could start on the next page. And then of course I have your side, like I explained earlier, and then this is the bestie side or your sister side, whoever you want to color with. So you just want to make sure you're including those pages in your Canva document. You're going to need two files. So you're going to need your interior file, which are the pages that you're creating to color. And then you're also going to need your cover file. Your front and your back cover is all going to be one file. So the one file is the front and back cover, and then one file is your interior pages. That's what you'll need when you get ready to upload your book to KDP, and both will need to be saved as PDF documents. And so step 4 is going to be to go ahead and upload to KDP. So you'll go to kdp.amazon.com, and then you'll go ahead and create a new account if you have never purchased anything on Amazon. But if you have purchased on Amazon before, you'll go ahead and log into that same account that you already have. And from there, you'll be able to click on the big yellow Create tab and start uploading your book to be published. Once you go through the 3 sections, you're going to enter in your pricing details, get your ISBN number that we were talking about, enter in your title, your subtitle, author name, all that information, and then you will get a proof copy of your book. I do suggest getting the proof copy because you want to be able to see your book in your hand. For example, if you watched my last video about how I self-publish my Amazon KDP books, you'll know that when I said I got the proof copy for this book, one of the reasons I'm glad I got the proof copy was because this side of the pages, the words were spelled correctly. But on this side, the words were like backwards. So I had to go through and reflip those pages correctly. And so those are little things that you might miss when you are publishing your book. So it's always good to see it in person so that you can make little corrections and just make sure it looks satisfactory. Now, what color did I want to do the... Let's do this one. Let's stick with the red. Oh, this is actually pink, not red. Close enough. Hello. All right, and so once you have your proof copy and you know everything is good with your book, you can go back and publish your book. It usually takes about 72 hours. And then the next thing is going to be to market and sell your book. So publishing is just the first step, right? You got to market your book. So you see how I'm coloring in my book now? You can do things like that with your book. You can start with your family and friends. So your audience on Facebook, whoever is your family and friends there, you can go ahead and post something like, hey y'all, I'm so excited about my new book, and go ahead and get traction from your audience that you already have. And then of course you can start continuing to grow your audience specifically for your books or for the theme of your book or the topic of your book. So for example, if you have a self-care coloring book, then you may want to create a brand around the theme of self-care so that you're not constantly just posting about your book, but you're also providing value to people in your posts that you do on social media. I do suggest posting on social media because social media is free, guys. So you want to take advantage of things that are actually free. And so the live that I did last week, I talked a little bit about how to market your book. So you can go back and watch that live. But you just want to make sure you're telling people about your book, because if no one knows about your book, then they can't buy your book, right? So you want to let people know about it. You can also start building an email list. I started mine using my coming soon page on my Shopify website. So you can always start on Shopify as well. And you can just create a email list where you can get the name and the email address of potential people that would like your style book, and start collecting it. And you can use things like freebies to collect those names and email addresses. So, for example, if you do like a free coloring page, you can let people know, hey, if you sign up for my email list, I'll send you this free coloring page. And then once you get their name and email, you can send them new books that you publish as well as updates about your current books. And so for me, I sell my books on Amazon KDP, but I sell off of Amazon KDP as well. And I want anyone who follows me or follows this channel to also consider selling your books beyond Amazon, because Amazon is a great place to start, but it should just be the starting place. You should be building your own brand, your own website where you have full control of your email list, your contacts, and things like that. So that as you continue to grow your business, you can stay in touch with those people and stay engaged with them. All right, guys. So I think this is all the coloring I'm going to do right now. Maybe later I'll finish the page up, but I'm tired. And I don't want this video to be too long. So if you like this type of content, make sure you like and subscribe so that I know to keep putting out more content like this. Let me know in the comments, would you ever publish your own coloring book? Drop a heart in the chat if you're thinking about it. And what type of coloring book would you publish? All right, guys. Until next time. Bye-bye.